DFL Bingo Centre, as we see here at the commencement of the third term. Tassie Hodgson, that East Belmont lead by 20 points. This is a very vital quarter that St Leonard's kicking against the breeze.
It is a vital quarter, Ronnie, and they've made some changes, and that's what they've had to do, I suppose. A little bit more balance on that forward line. That's what they're looking for. And I think they've still got a chance to get back into it, but this is a very important quarter for them.
Certainly, and coming through strongly there for the East Belmont side, Jeff Shaw, the interchange player, doing very well too since coming onto the ground early in that second quarter. Forces the ball forward, gains some 40 metres with some good, strong attacking football. Kicks it down the half forward. It's out of bounds 60 metres from the East Belmont goal.
And Retton and Smith do work, but it's taken out of the centre by Maloney. Goes into the middle of the ground, but it's intercepted by his teammate who's that? Legully, is it? For East Belmont. It's picked up in the meantime in the half forward flank for East Belmont. That looks like Heath Walsh. He goes with a long kick into the forward pocket. But long it is and over the boundary line out on the full. So St Leonard's a chance through the agency of Mario Randoni, a chance to relieve the pressure momentarily.
Yes, certainly, and well, Randoni's been quite a vital link in the St Leonard's success this season. Kicks the ball back, looking for the big fella. Howdy, 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 but he couldn't hold the leather. Comes to ground. Now an opportunity for the East Belmont side. Posman's in there working hard. Can't get control of the footy. Pack of players have formed. Umpire McLaughlin said, "Give it to me, fellas, and we'll have a ball up." 55 metres from the East Belmont goal.
So we've got a bounce down there. DeLuca's gone to full forward for the St Leonard's side. Up they go. The tap down comes in the direction there of Stevens. On the left foot he goes with it back towards half forward. Chipping in and taking the mark. There's Ferguson on the left foot into an open goal, and he's kicked it. Bounce that one through. It's landed in the square, so Ferguson's got them going early in this third quarter, East Belmont, and that will not help the St Leonard's cause.
Well, the Gazoo, and he kicks lots of goals for East Belmont too. The little workhorse at ground level kicks his second, the senior vice captain. 6-7-43, East Belmont leads St Leonard's 2-5-17 on the guest video, GDFL Bingo Centre third quarter score.
As we spoke about early in the second quarter and late in the second quarter, and also in the middle, that Markovic has come off the ground, given them a little bit more life, hopefully in the forward line. We haven't seen it yet, but when the ball goes down there, I'm sure DeLuca will be a good target for them. I would have almost thrown DeLuca on the ball for this third quarter, Ronnie.
Yeah, good call, and well, only time will tell us. Dean Gray still works hard at the centre of the ground for the St Leonard side. His teammate there in the house, he kicks up there looking for Martin, and again the breeze just drags the ball away from Martin, and likewise his opponent Dave Franey, and we'll send a boundary throw in on that outer side centre wing here at the Western Oval, where conditions not real conducive to this great game of ours.
Throw in Keegan Retton. Up they go. It's taken by Retton. He punches it back down towards Martin. Martin goes onto the left, then swings back onto the right and kicks towards centre wing again, but the mark's been taken there for East Belmont. Looks like Justin Hetherington switches play towards Roger. Is it in the ground? He can't mark. In the meantime, it's picked up by Povey. He drives East Belmont forward again. Oh, letting it go there was Stevens for the St Leonard side. This could cost him as the Dingo's got the ball. Ernie Posman kicks it back out in the direction of Povey. He goes with the left foot, and a nice mark's been taken 15 metres out from goal. It looks down there like Heath Walsh for the East Belmont side, and Walsh has got a chance to put their seventh on the board. We've only been travelling a couple of minutes here with Walsh with a chance to put East Belmont seventh on the board, and what will set it up for them to win this game. And St Leonard's, they've made a few moves, but so far through the efforts of, oh, that's a bad kick there from Heath Walsh. He's pushed that to the right hand side, and it's one behind.
Yeah, well, players both sides very conscious, Tassie, of this swirling breeze, and it's definitely now a northwesterly which is going straight across the ground, making it very treacherous with the passing of ball or shooting for a goal, and on that occasion he allowed far too much to the right of the big sticks.
So as we said in the first quarter, it's Stevens not doing the kick out now for the St Leonard side, and we've got a mark, and it seems to be taken by Richie Howes out there, half-back flank. Goes towards in this direction of centre wing. Nobody can take possession there. In going hard there for the East Belmont side, over the shoulder. Goes up 20, 30 metres in the air, comes back down, it's thumped down. There's a big pack of players forming. Ball going, no, eventually it's punched out by the Eastern Belmont side, but picking up in the last line of defence and clearing is Mario Randoni. But unfortunately his kick's gone out towards the Melbourne Bitter side, out of bounce on the full. So it tax the order of the day for St Leonard's. They've got to get the ball back into the middle of the ground and just push it straight down the ground.
In conditions like this, though, Taz, I think you've really got to run it, and teamwork, handball, shepherding, all the hard things of footy. They've got to do that to get the ball up. Just kicking it wildly up and hoping for the best won't work today.
They've done it a little bit back to front, haven't they? They chipped it and kicked it short in with the breeze, and they're kicking long against it. So a little bit more composure. In the meantime, Stevens has taken the mark and played on. That's the way the umpire's seen. He gets a rushed handball out. It comes out here. Oh, good strong tackle there on number 24, Shaw. Eventually it comes out, and they've got a chance now, East Belmont, through the agency of number 12, and that's Jamie Legal, is it? He kicks long into the forward line now, into the teeth of square, and St Leonard's player should take the mark there. He's pushed down after he takes it. Handball off to House. House goes over the top looking for a teammate. Eventually we've got another handball out. Now they're under a little bit of pressure. Let's see what they can do here. Good off the ground with a boot there. That's dangerous from Butker. In goes Maloney. He's tackled off it when he didn't have it. In they go again. Eventually it's forced out by St Leonard's, and a chance there. Looks like Martin's taken the mark.
Yeah, the big fella Darren Martin, a good grab too. It's half back on the member's side of the ground. The kick a shocker, but luck's a forgery because it goes straight to the diesel. Dave Maloney, his hand pass puts Mason under pressure. He's a little quick kick, goes back to Diesel, who breaks clear now at half back, looks to the centre of the ground and holds up on the bruise, but Beekman's in front this time, takes a good chest mark.
Yeah, Beekman's has taken the mark on centre wing, and they desperately need to kick a goal here, really, St Leonard's. Beekman's taking plenty of time, not many options. He's got Stevens in the centre, but he goes to the half-forward flank and coming out and drop what he should have taken there for East Belmont. That was
Jamie Sullivan.
He goes down towards Butker, and Butker marks.
Chook now, Chukabukta with the footy at centre wing, member side for East Belmont. He'll drive them long into attack, and that's the order of the afternoon. It's a lovely drop punt. In front was the Dingo. He couldn't take it, Bosman. At ground level, squeaking the ball out there was good football from St Leonard's. Gives it to Martin, kicks it to the centre of the ground. Ackershot, the red-booted boy, on the ground for the St Leonard side. Couldn't take the overhead grabber. Now, we see Renton working hard. Comes through again. Strongly does Justin Renton, and just gives a little bit of treatment to Jamie Legal. Much love lost between those two, I don't think, Daz.
It's not, and it's Andrew Butker with the kick. Alex Dancer mark. Butker kicks long. He's a nice kick of the football, Butker. Stevens goes up. Drop what he should have taken. Through hard there was Edwards. Taken by Richie House. Quick kick out to the outer side of the ground. There's absolutely nobody. So we've got a big chase for the coach Dave Franey. He's also out there for the St Leonard side. Oh, good kick off the ground there. It comes to Ackershot. Off the interchange. Ackershot's handball smothered by Franey. Goes in. Tries to slap it out. In they go again. Diving on the ball. There's Povey. In goes McNeil. They all dive in on top of it. Stacks on the mill. And the umpire says, give it to me, fellas, and I'll ball it up.
I just noticed that both sides, the tempo has picked up a little bit. There's a little bit more desperation for the leather, and that's what we want to see, some good positive footy.
That's exactly what we're seeing here at the moment as Shaw tries to take it, picked up by Franey. None of them can take the mark. The Dingo goes in, gives up some ground to Ferguson. He goes on the left foot, kicks in towards the direction of his full forward line, but coming across and dropping again what he should have taken was Stevens. So we've got another throw in outer side of the ground.
Yeah, good to see the big dirty Dick there too. Dick Philpott, the president of the fabulous Magpies, here enjoying the entertainment of GDFL Final Series.
The greatest record rider of all time, Dickie Philpott. So here we go, St Leonard's with the chance. It looks like Martin's been put on the half-back flank, and he runs out with that one. Martin dives back in on top of it. Hit out by Ferguson into space. East Belmont go into attack now, down a full forward. Looks like Walsh, is it? Is that Walsh? Plays on, into goal, and just offline. I don't think it was Walsh in the end. It might have been.
Well, yeah, it was. Good call, Tassie. Good call.
Heath Walsh, and he's put it through for one behind.
He claimed the mark, but I think you'll find it was touched off the boot, forced to play on, shot at goal offline, and 1 goal 2. Personal tally for Heath Walsh moves East Belmont to 6-9-45. Something that's 2-5-17, and we've been travelling 9 minutes of this third and vital quarter on the GDFL guest video bingo centre scoreboard.
Randoni will bring the ball back into play, right? So Randoni will go to the other side of the ground as the wind starts to pick up. There's the kick from Randone. It goes out to the half-back flank looking for a team. It looks like Howes. Howes is out in front, but he sees it over the line and will have, what would it be, run the 2000th throw in for the afternoon.
Just about, Tassie. And it's really just what we need, isn't it, the wind to pick up.
We should have moved the truck out the other side of the ground. We'll see plenty of the action. But never mind, up they go. The big fellas fly. The ball comes down. Edwards overruns it. In he goes again. Bit of a pack forming there. The St Leonard's desperate to force it out. Looks like Gray it was through trouble. Gray gets it to his teammate there and McNeil steady things down half-back flank. St Leonard's going forward.
Yeah, McNeil's kick, of course, drops short and looks there for the high flyer, but Beekman's second to the leather. Jamie Legall in front, and Legall takes a fine grab for East Belmont, directs it to the centre half forward position. Book to Shea, it didn't matter, and Book was taking the mark. Oh, he's kicked it into the diesel on the mark, and that's allowed now the half-back flanker in Dennis Foot to pick it up and kick it up to centre wing. But good mark, Trevor Keegan for the East Belmont side, drives them back into attack.
Here they go into attack. Oh, mark should have been taken there for East Belmont by Smith, but he spilled it. Comes out there to 41. That looks like Retton. Retton dives in on top of it, eventually comes out. 15 Mason, kick into the centre, picked up by Legall. Legall goes with the right foot in the direction of Posman and coming out. Oh, almost took the mark there for East Belmont. Heath Walsh again. They dive in on top and it spills out. Now they're a chance, but a good tackle there by Heath Walsh, who's bounced up, run in and laid the second tackle and forced the ball up to keep the ball in his attacking zone.
Yeah, good pressure, wasn't it? There
Good pressure there, hit the ground, bounced up.
Yeah, it's in their forward line, and the forwards working hard, keeping it up there, and just making St Leonard's task a little bit tougher to get it out of defence. And you know, blokes like Posman and this bloke too with the footy now, Chris Niblett, yeah, doing very well for East Belmont. But on that occasion, he lost the footy.
There's a chance here through. Oh, Ackershot's been pushed off at Franey. Franey, is it? Yeah, his umpire's called the push, has he?
Yeah, and should be 50 metres, but again, weak umpiring. Missed it. I saw it. He's over there, you know, 100 metres closer to the action. Tassie.
I agree with you there, Ronnie, but I don't think I've been in this business long enough to be criticising umpires. Yourself, as a former umpire, I'm sure that's an entitlement.
Certainly, as most promising first-year umpire in 1980, Taz, one can suggest, yes, have been there, done that, umpired senior DFL football as well, so yes, where it's needed, I do criticise the men in white.
Well, if you're umpiring here today, you'd have Gray in your face at the moment. He's the one who spills out the outside. It's taken by 24 there for East Belmont is Shaw again. In goes Franey, the captain coach, but in the meantime the umpire's picked out a free kick and it'll be taken by Beekmans.
Beekmans plays on, goes to the defensive side of the ground, looks to a lead there, and I think you'll find that was that looked like it could have been the Dennis Foot up there at half forward, couldn't take the ball. The loose ball spills to where we see now that Gary Wilkins kicks it quickly up the centre wing. Opportunity now, Niblett, quick hands to the Gazoo. Ferguson on that loping left foot, the drop punts up huge. Very purposefully down, looking for the ball didn't quite carry, and we'll now wait for about a throw in some 30 minutes from the East Belmont goal, and it is getting pretty hectic up here in the commentary position.
As we batten down the hatches, we've battened down the hatches here, Ronnie, for this third quarter. Here's the throw-in. Up they go. The ball doesn't travel anywhere, and in the meantime, picked up in flight by Stevens, forces it forward. In goes Maloney again. He can't pick it up, and the umpire calls for another ball up. Out of sight of the ground, East Belmont still doing the tagging, has been the case for most of the afternoon.
They certainly have, and I reckon we might end up on the middle of Western Oval if things continue the way things are at the minute. Right down there's our mate Brian Coughlin down there too. Good on you, Cogs, for supporting the Yes Video team with such great information about the side.
We've got Brian Coughlin's team here right in front of us. He's even put the numbers in red for us. A tremendous job there from Brian. And let's hope his side go further in the final so we can continue with the tradition.
Yeah, certainly. Back to the footy. Ball now some 60 metres from the East Belmont goal. Whistle sounds. It's against East Belmont, and I think you'll find Damien Stevens, the full-back side, will get the free kick on that outer side half-back flank position.
Okay, it's still blowing a gale here. It's that cold here. We've even got the policeman out here in front of us doing warm-ups. So here comes Shea. Shea's up the ground. He kicks with his left foot, goes long, but it's long and wide. And he's put that one almost into the old Polar Dairy building, and it'll be a couple of minutes before we see that ball back into the field of play.
A bit of history there too, Taz, the old Polar Dairy building.
At the A.V. Jennings building now. I used to deliver milk there myself from the man by the name of Lou Riley.
The good old days, Taz.
They were the days. In the meantime, we're waiting for this ball to come back. It might be a lost one. Kids used to hide down the back there and run off down church there with footballs on many a Sunday afternoon as the Roosters played here. But we see some honest kids over the back there now, and that one comes back, and bringing the ball back into play for the St Leonard side will be Mason. He finds short Retton, goes, oh, that's a bad kick, and Shea's intercepted. Bad kick to Retton. If you're going to kick it short, you've got to make sure it's spot on. especially from those kick-outs where they've had time to pick up. Shea was loose in the middle, pushed himself forward and has taken a nice mark. And the way he kicked that last left footer, he'll have no trouble with the distance, Ronnie. It'll be just a matter of whether he can get the accuracy.
Yeah, certainly, Taz. And yeah, Glenn Shea has played many games here, not only for East Belmont but also Geelong West in the VFA. He comes in and he's really got under this. He's given it plenty, but his accuracy is well off, and he's kicked it right across the face of the woodwork out of bounds in the full. St Leonard's get the penalty free kick. 15-minute mark of the third and final quarter. East Belmont 6-9-45 leads St Leonard's 2-5-17 on the Rocky 24-hour Locksmith Carrera League time trial.
And Richie Howes brings the ball back and goes a member side the ground. It's another bad kick. That's been the order of the day. Off the ground goes Stevens. In they go now with the chance here to clear through Maloney, who punches it forward, but only to the waiting arms there of 36. Looks like Trevor Keegan goes forward with the ball. Chance there, but spilled by Johnson. They've recovered the St Leonard side, and they've got a chance through Swerve Mervyn. Mervyn picks up and goes short, looking for a teammate there, and finds him in Munster. Munster takes a nice mark, and he'll kick St Leonard's back to the half-back flank.
Looks for Beekman's in front. This time the ball hit the turf, butted up well. Got to be a free kick there to that St Leonard's play. Just about had his head removed from his shoulders, and Dennis Foote can say to the umpire on that occasion, how bad an umpire.
Only a young bloke, Foote, isn't he? No, running 16 years old, is that the
Certainly.
Well, who's the guy they had coming off the interchange last week, the Rover, the young bloke?
Oh, the Tony Wood. Yeah,
Tony Wood, is he?
Yep, number one.
He was an impressive player when he came on the ground last week. Is he on the interchange tonight?
Yes, he is.
Well,
He hasn't had a run yet.
Whipping him on as quick as possible, trying to get a little bit of run. But they've got a chance now to clear St Leonard's, and they do that in the Kelly direction. Kelly, that's a bad kick, but Kelly's good enough to get under it and quickly plays on. Runs to centre wing now, gets his own kick back. Beautiful blind turn, beautiful handball out to Martin, is it? Martin takes possession on the wing, he spills it, eventually recovers, gives up some ground, puts his teammate under pressure. Stevens a chance now, goes off the ground, intercepted by Niblett. Niblett kicks into the forward line. They've got a chance to clear again. St Leonard's, well tackled there. 21 for St Leonard's. Butler, it's given Shea a chance. Shea goes, bang! The umpire says that'll do. 2 fingers.
Yibbida.
Clear.
Just about all over, I would suggest. It's only, 18 minutes of the third term, but East Belmont at the present time, they've skipped away now to be 34-point leaders over St Leonard's, 7-9-51. East Belmont 2-5-17. St Leonard's on the guest video. GDFL bingo centre, third quarter scoreboard.
As we see Danny Montgomery come back onto the ground, and he's replacing his teammate there, number 15 is Corey Povey. So the one thing that has stood out is we haven't seen one St Leonard's player come through the interchanges yet. Ronnie, the changes have been made at the breaks, but maybe not quite enough changes.
I tend to agree with you too, and well, now the scoreboard tells the story. East Belmont have used the change to their advantage, giving the running players a bit of a spell, and well, it's worked to date.
Up they go in the centre, the big fellas. It's tapped down into the advantage of number 17 for East Belmont, Hetherington. He drives East Belmont forward. They're a chance now as Randy tries to stop it from Hetherington. Picked up there by Stevens. Comes out on towards centre wing looking for a teammate there, and Danny Gray. Picked up again by Hetherington, goes back in forward. Up they go. The umpire's got in the way there. That was bad umpiring there. He comes in and says, sorry about that, fellas. Give it the up and I'll get it. I had a chance to mark there, Ronnie, but he spilled what he should have taken.
Well, the ball now spills to where Dave Ferguson has the kick well spun. Now back to the blue pot where we see working hard Justin Hetherington, as he's done all day, sees the ball now lose the grip there of Hetherington, and the moves on switch, and as he just flings the mud from his arms, umpire McLaughlin comes in to bounce the ball.
Kelly out of the middle with hands. Goes to Maloney. He can't get it out. It's sticking it over the blue pot in there. Maloney, it's Kelly again. Good run. Kelly has come back into the game. The third quarter, but it's a bad kick and intercepted by Butker. He goes long in the forward line. Punches their way there by Richie Howes. Running on top of it is Randoni, and he sees it over the point post there for one behind to the St Leonard side.
Yeah, she's pretty treacherous, and one does feel for players of the calibre of Matt Kelly, who's done very well on that occasion. Saw the teammate that he wanted to give it to, but the conditions today just wouldn't allow him to do it.
Very, very hard. One of the problems they've got at the moment, St Leonard's, is because East Belmont control the play. All their players seem to be drifting up the ground, and when it does come into their forward line, there's nobody back there to receive it for them. In the meantime, we see picking up and kicking towards goal there, Edwards. Had a bit of a quiet day today, Edwards, but he's put that one through for a behind.
Yes, the assistant coach for East Belmont used in defence early now on the half-forward line for East Belmont, just trying to get him into the game. 20 minutes have gone of this third and vital quarter. East Belmont still handy leaders, 36 points, as we see now that a nice mark has been taken by the Gazoo.
Ferguson,
Dave
the Gazoo.
Ferguson.
The left footer, Ferguson, he's got a chance. He takes a bit of time, rubs the mud off his boot.
He's a real campaigner, veteran of many games, and just taking his time.
So Ferguson, he's got a chance to send his side into attack. It looks like he might be taking a deliberate shot at goal here. He'll probably kick from about 45. He runs in, kicks long now. It's a wobbly looking kick. Coming out in front and taking the mark is Heath Walsh. So Walsh has got a chance to put another one on the scoreboard for the East Belmont side.
Yeah, good aggressive grab, and fancy not having someone short. You know, again, I suppose psychologically players thinking the ball's going to carry. That one in particular dropped short there of Ferguson in front. Walsh waltzes in.
Walsh marches in and puts it straight through for a goal. Takes East Belmont on to 8 goals 11. They lead the St Leonard's side 2 goals 5.
Yes, and that's a handy 42-point advantage. We did mention it was worth 6 goals, and, well, that's only 36 points. St Leonard's really going to be struggling to get back into the fray here this afternoon.
I think wind or no wind, Ronnie, the East Belmont side is certainly playing the better football on the day.
Yeah, we're just waiting now on the central Dave Justin to recommence play here in this third quarter. On the ball now, Beekman's having a run forward against Trevor Keegan, who's battled hard all day. Slips on that occasion. Justin Hetherington does the work for East Belmont. To Keegan, who kicks it up the centre half forward. Edwards is there, intelligently tapped it on to where the Dingo swoops on it. Ernie Bosman kicks it to the pocket looking for Welsh, but he was outnumbered there with many defenders for St Leonard's. Led by Johnson back there in defence now. Gave it to Stevens. He's kicked the centre wing, a poor one. Oh, Gray threw it out to his teammate. Here's a go for Kelly. Can he get around? Yes, he does now on that preferred left foot. Puts the ball to ground, looks up the ground and now kicks it long. As long as he could, and it's good football now. DeLuca traps it sweetly, kicks it long, but there's nobody home for St Leonard's. And a nice mark taken in the last line of defence there by Jamie Sutherland.
And they switch it to the outer side of the ground where Eddie Bosman comes off his leg and it'll be out of bounce on the full outer side of the ground. So the resulting free kick to be taken looks out there like Beekman's.
And that's the penalty you pay for going too defensive,
That
isn't
is,
it, Taz?
Beekman's goes in short and kicks to Stevens, who's up the ground and marks on centre wing. Taking a little bit of time. He's got runners coming past, but he goes back and steadies. He'll kick the half forward flank. He elects to go in short towards Maloney. They dive in on top of Dave Franey's in there, holds the hand up in the air and says, what about holding the ball? The umpire has nothing of that and says, I'll ball it up once again. So we're on the centre wing, outer side of the ground. Umpire puts the ball up. Up goes Beekman's against Keegan. They go in at Gore. Quick kick out of the pack there by like the red-booted Acker shot. And as all that was happening, the ball's dribbled over the line and it's once again, so we'll have another throw in. Still on that outer side of the ground.
Yeah, time clock ticking away. It's on the half forward line. St Leonard's doing some attacking. See if they can score. Haven't scored all day to date to the left of screen. East Belmont have added that 1 point in that second quarter, but now breaking clear. Jamie Legell, who's done well for East Belmont, kicks it long up there, in front. Beautiful football. Better judgment, more desire to win the ball, Ernie Bosman, and the Dingo takes a great grab. Actually behind his opponent initially, got in front and took a great chest mark, and he'll shoot for goal from 50 metres.
So the Dingo, Ernie Bosman, Shea gives a lead across the middle of the ground. He ignores that, drops the ball. Still no St Leonard's players in the hole there. That'll cause a problem. In the meantime, he's pushed it out in the pocket. Oh, great mark there taken. Oh, hasn't paid it. Never mind. Martin takes possession, gives it St Leonard's a chance to clear, and Stevens takes the mark, goes down centre wing, has one. Oh, that was a courageous little bounce through the centre of the ground, goes on the left foot. He's been dumped after he kicked it. No relayed free kick, and St Leonard's have the chance to clear here. They bring it out this side of the ground towards Morris. Morris and Kelly. That'll be a good duel. Kelly with skills goes back over his head in the direction of Beekman's. Beekman's comes out wide. His handball's cut off. Go back inside to Kelly. Kelly pushes it forward to Ackershot. Ackershot's tackled. Pushed off the ball. It comes out again to Hetherington. Hetherington gives it off again. Who's that out there for East Belmont, Ronnie?
Jamie Legell.
Legell kicks long into the sort of, well, Shea's up the ground working hard there, but coming out and defending. Oh, that was a bit high on the St Leonard's player there. and the ball's kicked to centre wing just outside the commentary position. The umpire says that we'll have a throw in as 23, the Munster, says I could have earned a free kick there.
Ball now, right in front of the commentary position, member side centre wing. Now the umpire, it's a good throw in. Renton doing battle with Keegan. Comes forward, Munster caught one a little bit high, and he will get the free kick.
You get a 50 here if he's not quick enough to give it back.
Well, it should have come. I mean, the ball's been thrown back in an unnecessary way. Time wasting, and just, no decisions again by the umpire.
Gee, that's an awkward-looking kick there from Munster. Puts his teammate under pressure. In goes Morris again. Shrugs the tackle, goes back inside. Hits it out into the open space, recovers it to his only advantage. But in the meantime, he's taken it over the line and out of bounds, so we'll have another throw in.
Well, late stages of the third quarter. See now that, East Belmont doing it comfortably. 42-point leaders. Ball half forward now, St Leonard's. Can they get a score? Renton thumps it towards their goal. Ferguson's there for East Belmont. Likewise, Legel paddles it forward. The Diesel works hard, splattered in mud. And again, good desperate football. Justin Hetherington keeps the ball in and will have a ball up at half forward.
Up they go. Renton wins a tap down. Kelly tries to punch it forward. Morris is in there. Kelly goes on it. In comes Ferguson. It's slapped out by Kelly. They go in hard again, all diving in on top. But eventually the kick out comes from the East Belmont player. We didn't pick it up who it was, but the ball's gone over the line and out of bounds. And going in pretty hard there is Dean Mason, trying to stir his team up. Let's see if they can get a goal out of this forward thrust. Here's a throw-in. Up they go. Renton wins a tap out again. Oh, no one kicked off the ground there and taken by Munster again. Tries to tap it forward. In they go. Franey's got possession now. Can't trap the ball. He dives back in on top of it. And once again, we've got to throw in a little bit of congestion here on the member side of the ground with St Leonard's just momentarily going into attack.
Slowly getting it towards their goal. They've now gained some 20 metres from that passage of footy. As we see now, Renton being held for mine. Got it down beautifully, Dennis Foot. Did the blind turn. Great smother, Jamie Legel. The loose ball spills now and sees that Justin Hetherington clears for East Belmont to centre wing. But underneath the ball, Johnson should have held the mark. Couldn't do so. Now East Belmont in the van through Edwards. Kicks it long and good. Positive footy again in front. Heath Welsh and...
She's been a good player this quarter.
In front, that's the secret. He's kicked 2 goals to his personal tally here this afternoon, Heath Welsh, and he's got an opportunity here. 45 metres out from goal, 45-degree angle. It's a lovely looking drop punt, and the goal umpire said, yes, I like that one. It's another 6-pointer on the board for the East Belmont Lions.
So, beautiful goal there by Heath Welsh. He's been a focal point up there for him, taking some nice marks and finishing them off with some very good goals. He's been a bit of a decoy for Shea down there as we see the scoreboard move on to East Belmont 9-11-65. They lead St Leonard's, who are 2 goals, 5-17, and we're 27 minutes into the third quarter. And I would say that St Leonard's are playing their season out.
I would definitely agree with you, Tassie, unless a remarkable turnaround where they can kick 10 goals, but their second term with the Breeze wasn't a good one, as we see Ferguson now clear again for East Belmont, and the little dynamo has really torn the St Leonard's boys apart for mine. Kicks it to half forward. Working hard there was the number 18 Guernsey for East Belmont in Jamie Joseph. Tried to get it over to a teammate, couldn't do so, and the ball out of bounds on that outer side half forward flank. East Belmont doing the attacking.
There's the throw-in. Up they go. No one gets a tap down. Maloney's in there. It's taken now by McNeil. Handball's over the top of his head, straight to the East Belmont player. Comes back in the centre of the ground where Franey's got a chance, but he leaves it for his teammate there in Jamie Legel. Legel goes to centre half forward. They all in on top. A kick off the ground there from St Leonard's player, and as he does that, the siren sounds for three-quarter time. And what was a very good quarter for the East Belmont side, and has certainly set them up for a preliminary final appointment with either Eastern Suburbs or Mottawarri.
Yes, certainly have, and well, they've added 4 goals, 4 in that third and very blustery quarter. St Leonard's, of course, unable to score against the Breeze all afternoon, and that could be a telling factor here. Only time will tell, as we'll take a break and come back with the action of the final quarter.